Hello. What I'm about to tell you today is a little bit on the unusual side, but I know you all are familiar with the Chicago fire over a century ago. Well, before that, most of the places people were digging holes in the ground, and they were digging holes in the ground, and with an end loader. Well, they didn't have an end loader back then, but it was just picks and shovels back then. But if you had an end loader, you could dig up a space about maybe have this much dirt on it, maybe 10 inch top of it, maybe even 12. But you'd have to have an end loader or something like that to dig enough space. But you could put your sofa, your refrigerator, stove, everything in that dugout space in the ground, and you have to have at least this much dirt or a little bit more to keep it from burning. But things that you don't want to put in there are gas related stuff. You don't want to put anything like lawnmower or anything that would have fumes that would cause an underground fire. This is just for like canned food, um, non-freeze, non-perishable food, kitchen tables, chairs, sofas, TVs, DVD, DVR, computers, hand tools, power tools, dishes, china cabinet, all your furniture related clothing, sheets, blankets, pillows, things that would regularly burn up in a fire. You can dig a hole in the ground with an end loader and save your topsoil. Doesn't matter if it's sunk in or not, but if you'll save your topsoil and make sure that you have dirt over top of everything, you can pretty much save uh, what you have in your furniture and food and all your possessions. You can pretty much save them if you have a big enough space. Yes, there's codes. If there's a fire coming to your house, don't worry about the codes. You can always explain that later. But yeah, dig up your yard, backyard, front yard, whatever, with an end loader and start putting things in there. I know it sounds a little bit stupid, but I want to tell you a little bit about history. During the Chicago fire in the 1800s, the Lincolns had their living room set done in it was done in Mohair's Victorian living room set, and it was saved because it was put in the ground. And I don't remember what book that was in. I've been looking for the book for many years, and I've not. But if you'll do some research about the Chicago fire and how things were saved from the fire by digging into the ground and putting things into the ground. Um, but you got to remember this: you don't want to put anything underground that's flammable, like kerosene, gasoline, lamp oil, can't, well, paraffin. I don't know if anything that would cause fire, because there is such thing as underground fire. If those fumes spread out through there, it could burn everything up under your ground. But you'd want it big enough for your sofa, refrigerator, stove, that deep. You don't want to put your lawnmower in there. You don't want to put, your um, vintage car in there. It's just too deep. Um, and plus, you got the gas tank on there, so it'd be a waste of time to do anything like that. Um, but I'm gonna hop off here. I did a live video on the fire, how close to Greeley. It's 97 miles to Greeley. The fire is. So if you live in Greeley or Dallas, Denver, Greeley or Denver areas, you might want to think about what I'm saying and be prepared a little bit about these fires because they're getting close. They're under less than 100 miles from Greeley. Greeley's pretty populated. Okay. Think about what you're doing. Have a plan. Start digging. I'm off here. Thank you.